Good morning everyone, it's great to see you all here. I'm looking forward to be in meditation together. It's already good to be together just like this. Today is a talk, so be ready for a good laugh with Shri Mataji. It came up and you will all be able to relate to it if you have been to a puja weekend or maybe a Sahaja tour or having a few days with other yogis, then you will be really relating to this. So enjoy. I won't be talking anymore now, and let's start with bowing down raise our Kundalini, put ourselves in Bandhan. And have a wonderful day. After the talk there will be just silence, so you can turn the volume off if you like. And there we go.
Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Triguణatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrar Swamini Moksha Pradayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Oh, okay. Just hold on.
Should be so natural, because that is what your spirit is. It loves. It enjoys the love, giving love. So to allow your spirit to manifest, you have to understand its nature. Spirit can never be aggressive, can never dominate. It respects the freedom of another person because it's a free being. So this aggressiveness that we have within us, we have to really challenge it and ask, why are we aggressive? But the understanding about oneself has to be very honest also. Because if you want to justify and if you want to close your eyes to reality, then you cannot improve yourself. And when the depth grows inside, then it is tremendous. Because this power which is surrounding us, which you know about, which you have felt it, has to flow through a medium which is absolutely clean, egoless, conditionless. But we are so much conditioned. And in this so-called free country, this freedom has conditioned us. It's like a person who is let loose, doesn't know where to go. He bangs his head this side, bangs his head that side, bangs his head that side. And the problems are so funny. Problems which do not exist anywhere exist in this country. You know them very well. With such shocking state that when we think about it, what's going to happen? Where are we going to be? So we are really on a war path in America, I must tell you, for Sahaja Yogis. Really on a war path. Unless and until you take up Sahaja Yoga as your only concern, it's not going to work out. We had problems like somebody has no job, then somebody has this, he's lost something here, then husband-wife's problem and all these nonsensical things. Still people are struggling with that. How many times have you been married in previous lives? Then somebody's wife is dominating, somebody's husband is dominating. Such absurd things. Doesn't behove saints. So the quality of Sahaja Yogis in America, unless and until is raised, one cannot trigger anything here. And the first thing that the Sahaja Yogis must have is collectivity in America. Because America stands for Vishuddhi Chakra, which is manifesting collectivity within us. And if people cannot be collective, then how can you have Sahaja Yoga manifesting here? Impossible. Because that is the greatest quality you have. That's the basic power you have in this country, is the collectivity. So you have two basic powers. First is collectivity, and the second one that you have is a divine discretion. Basically given to you these powers. And just the opposite if you go. I've heard about many Sahaja Yogis who avoid company of children, who run away from other people. If they see 3-4 people sitting there, then they can't share the room with them. It's very common. Right. Say now, supposing there's a very small little room, and so many have to sleep in a small little room. It's nice, in a way. It's an experience. Then, where do you sleep? You sleep there, you sleep there. How do you manage? You can't go to the bathroom. And it's an event. The life which is smooth is boring. There should be some events in life, you see, like this. But Americans always avoid any such thing which requires an eventful time. Otherwise, if you walk straight forward, you reach some place, open the door and everything is ready-made, you walk into your room, everything electrified, and you just get your seat, you sit on the seat. If you have to get up, the seat pulls you out. Or I went to somebody's house and they said, we have a bed here. I said, what's so special? He said, if you press this button, your legs will come up. You press this button, your head will come up. You turn round. I said, I can do all that myself. I'm not that old or that weak that I can't do it. But, you see, the way people are always looking for comfort. Always looking for comfort. And like to have smooth life. And this smoothness has made them so boring. I mean, their life is really boring. And a person who has a boring life cannot have a vision. Cannot. Everything is done up now. You go there, everything is first class. There's nothing to worry. You see, you go to a hotel, everything is paid for, nicely kept. It's a very good hotel. But only when in a hotel you are staying and suddenly people tell you, oh, there's going to be an earthquake. You run out with your pajamas and you find yourself in funny companies. And that's what you remember. You may go to various places and live in various comforts and things. You don't remember that. So people now want to do something funny, like they'll do trekking, doing this and all those funny sort of thing. Because the life is not eventful, they are trying something that is dangerous, that is destroying. But supposing if you had accepted events in life as important, what does it matter? Let's see what happens. For example, if I say now, some people have to go from here to Phoenix and settle down there. Immediately, how will they go and where will be the house, where will they stay, who will pay for it, and every question, such a big question. Well, yes, we'll go, what's how? We'll stay anywhere, under a tree, doesn't matter. What's that? After all, monkeys can live there, why can't we? They were our forefathers. But that sort of a comfort-loving temperament is very dangerous. And they feel they are very tired all the time. You see, in American films nowadays, what I see is anybody, even a heroine or a hero, he comes and says, perhaps they think too much, they are working hard, or they are doing this. All the time they think. This is Sahaja in London. She's an Indian girl, works very hard, does every stitching, everything she does. She's very happy. There's another one, who is an English one. He's always tired. So I told her, why is he tired? He looks so healthy. Why is he so tired? She said, Mother, he thinks he's working. I think it's Mother who is working because I leave everything at your lotus feet. I am not working. She's working. I'm living at her lotus feet, that's all. And then you don't feel that. Now the quarrel between husband and wife here is mainly how many dishes you have washed, how many dishes I have washed. How much physical work you have done, how much physical work I have done. There's a kind of a competition going on as to all the time weigh what you have done, what I have done. But supposing if you want to do something in such a manner that, let me see, I will surprise my husband by doing everything nicely. Let's finish it fast. You will do it very well. And you'll never be tired. And when you will see your husband coming home and seeing things done so well, so happy. That joy of doing something to make someone happy, it will completely neutralize all your discomfort or the fatigue that you have. The other way around also, the husband should also feel that, what could I do for her? A small little thing. And the divorces here are all the time because of this kind of a nonsensical idea that how much he has done, what I have done, what he has done, all the time weighing it out and making yourself miserable. I travel a lot, as you know. I never feel I'm traveling because I am there with myself. Whether I sit here or travel, it's just the same. But if you think I'm traveling, then you feel, oh God, I'm traveling. But if you just think I'm sitting here in the chair, I'm sitting there in the chair, you don't feel tired. If you are doing some work, you feel tired when you start thinking, I'm doing this work, I have done that work. Especially in Sahaja Yoga. If you think, I'm doing any work, better not do it. But if you think, I'm doing nothing, and what joy. What joy! You will become so energetic, because once you surrender, then the divine power starts flowing through you. That's why Muhammad Sahib has said Islam means to surrender. He said it about me also, that I'll send you. He called me the sent one. Everything is talked about, having vibrations and all that in his own style. But he said that the message should be of surrender. And that surrendering part has to be there, because Shri Krishna in Gita has very clearly said that forget every dharma, just surrender yourself to me. And that surrendering, if the Sahaja Yogis develop in America, the rest I'll look after. But you leave it to me to do it. And then ideas and everything we start flowing, because this is Virata's place. That's why you have such great scientists here, such great scope for all kinds of intellectual work, and all that is here. While people are not wise. They are not wise at all. I've known people who, I met a president of Jungian Society who was 80 years of age, and is supposed to be the president of the whole world. And he said, I must see you privately. I said, all right. He came to me, and his problem was so stupid that I just started looking at him. An 80-year-old man, this stupid fellow. He's not even like a 10-year-old boy. No maturity of any kind. So immature. And when I saw him, I just had the glimpse of the whole thing. That look at this man, 80-year-old, he's the chairman of Jungian societies. All over the world, people think him to be the chairman of this thing. The chair may be better than him. Such a stupid fellow in a way. Such a stupid fellow that you can't imagine. So they might be intelligent, they might be well read, they might be able to discover something out of matter, but they do not have wisdom. And the wisdom can only come through honest introspection. But it should not be also, I'm catching on this chakra, I'm catching on that chakra, not that. But why am I not seeing the point? What's the matter with me? Why can't I understand what is Sahaja? Even when you have become Sahajogis now for years together, still these old nonsensical things stick on to, these ideas stick on to. Why? Why do we not have that purity of divine discretion which sees everything so clearly? So I think we need collectivity, first of all, and secondly, meditative honesty. Just to meditate, sit down before the photograph, do the meditation, no. Meditation should act, should work. If it does not work, something wrong with it. Absolutely something wrong. If you feel everything is working all right, everything is miraculously showing its presence of the Param Chaitanya, then you are all right. But if it is not so, if there are problems, then you are not a Sahaja. Sahaja Yogi is the one who is completely connected with this Param Chaitanya. And for that, age is no bar. I have seen girls who are only 16, 17, 18 years, so wise. Even small little children who were with widow, I talked to them. I was surprised at their wisdom. So very wise, so beautiful. They understood human nature so well. Small little children, they were at the most 10 years of age. And nice to talk to them. So that wisdom, if they can have at that age, now we are also, all of us are about 10-year-old Sajogis minimum, nothing else. But still we are struggling, ambitious and wrong priorities. There is no need to have any ambition. Ambition is an imaginary thing. But Sahaja is reality. Everything works out. Everything sorts itself. Everything plans out. But to feel that if this is so, as I said, in a small room there are 12 people, is something for the good. Why not? We have to be there. If I've lost the way, supposing, then I would say I have to go this way. This time we made a ticket which was a little wrong according to everyone, because we had to go through Phoenix. But nice, because I felt the vibrations of Phoenix. I had to go that way. I had to see that. So, always to find something smooth, the way we want it to be smooth, is not the way of Sahaja. Well, whatever we get it, we see the hand of the divine behind it. What is our purpose of life? Our purpose of life is to save people. Save the Americans. Minimum of minimum. Not the world, but at least start with Americans. That's our purpose of life. That's our identity. While doing that, there is Param Chaitanya which is going to look after you completely. But first you put yourself before everything else. I must have this, I must have that, I must have this. It won't work. Then I have this problem, I jumped into bankruptcy, I had that problem, I just couldn't manage. Because you have put other things before yourself. Self means the spirit. According to people, self means selfishness. But according to Sahaja, self means your spirit.